Hello dears! Today we will be touching this box of mini eyeshadows over here. But I'm very sorry, not all the palettes over here are cruelty free because back then I wasn't a cruelty free user. And that will be the last part of my eyeshadow palettes collection. Hello dears, welcome to Blissful Heart. I'm Leng, also known as Lulu. Today, as mentioned, this will be the last part of my eyeshadow palettes collection 2019. And this series is requested by some of you dears, especially Chelsea dear. Yeah! And as mentioned, today's palette is slightly different. They will consist of the trills, the quartz, the 5 pens, cruelty free and non-cruelty free. And if you dears like me to do the face makeup and also the lips makeup collection, please comment in the comment section below, yeah? Thank you so much. And let's get started. Before I start, let me just jump queue again to see which are the palettes that I've just received these few days. There are 4, and the first one will be this. This is the Colourpop and Zoella's collection. Bought this because I just want to collect the library of the browns and the neutrals for the DIY Dupe That Palette series. Then this 3 is from AliExpress by the brand You Can Be. It is a cruelty-free brand. I was watching All That Beauty with Lori and she was recommending actually this, the Aroma You Can Be palette, which is the dupe of the Huda Beauty New Nude palette. These 3 palettes are Huda's Beauty's dupe, and this will be the Rose Gold dupe. Okay, this two has the same packaging. This is the Rose Gold dupe, then this one will be the Desert Dust dupe. All these 4 new palettes I just received 2 days ago and I haven't used it on the eyes yet, just doing some random hand swatches. I just received these 3 palettes yesterday, and yesterday when I do hand swatches, I find that some colors of this Aroma is quite sheer. It's not as pigmented as maybe the Huda Beauty one, but there's a great price difference. So I have to update you this again. And for Colourpop, as usual, the formula is almost the same. The blue is pigmented and opaque. And I like this coppery pink color here. The one besides the heart. Okay, so now let's proceed to the mini palettes, the quartz, the trills. Let me start off with the trills, which is from Makeup with Rising Phoenix. I've mentioned this before and I did a detailed swatch and review. So if you dears like to refer to that video, I will link it over somewhere here on the screen. So, oh no, I've broken the packaging! Okay, this is the shimmers. And this is the mattes. And as usual, all their quality is very pigmented, smooth and buttery. Makeup with Rising Phoenix is a Singapore cruelty-free brand, and following that will be Zahara, which is also from Singapore. It's a Muslim cruelty-free brand, and this is their Vintage Romance. The purple quartz. I told you I cannot resist purple, and this purple is really very intense. And this is the natural ones. This is the Golden Goddess. You can use this quartz in the day and the purple one at night. Then this is the Viseart Petite Pro 3, which I've mentioned before. This is my worst palette in 2018. It's expensive and the mattes generally are not performing very well. The shimmers are fine, okay, but the quality for that kind of price doesn't match up. So overall, I do not like this and I don't recommend you dears to get the Petite Pro 3. And this is my very first Viseart palette. Next will be this. This is my very first Sleek palette. this Viseart, I do not have a good experience, but this lip, this is the Garden of Eden, I have very good experience. They have already discontinued this color. So this is the Garden of Eden. It consists of the greens and the purple mauve colors. I'm very surprised that the quality is actually very pigmented and it's creamy and intense. Like I said before, expensive makeup doesn't mean it's good quality. Cheap makeup doesn't mean it's bad quality. Especially for this case, for the sleek eyeshadow palettes, it can be cheap and good. Vice versa for the Viseart Petite Pro 3. Irony, isn't it? Okay, then come this Palette Quartz. This is one of my first few eyeshadow collection. I realized I kind of like this kind of green and natural colors. Then this is the OG. This is the Wet n Wild color icon in this is the color Comfort Zone. I love the quality. I especially love this color, the crease and the eyelid color. And many times I will apply either one of these two colors on the eyes alone. Then come this trail. This is the Sweet as Candy. Very natural color also. But I seldom touch this. Then last year they come out with this, the new version. This is the color icon, not a basic peach. I didn't get this new version in the color Comfort Zone because I've already one and I haven't finished using it. I think for eyeshadow palettes, I will never finish it. Then come this trio. This is the Catrice Deluxe, which they are not selling anymore and I seldom use it. And now is a series of the Essence. These are the very old palettes, which I think they have already stopped selling. This is the All About series. So this is the first color that I bought from them. This is the All About Grey. So back then, I know that I will only do smoky eyes once in a blue moon. So that's why I think getting Essence will be worthwhile. And this is Rose. I cannot resist the pinks, the rosy colors. It's very romantic and very feminine. And this is the All About Bronze, the bronzy and brown color. And this is All About Nudes. Seriously, I'll prefer the All About Rose, the more pinky one, than this All About Nudes. And this is the last one I've got. This is the All About Toffee. I think for Essence, they also have the All About Vintage, which is green and some color. And then there is a colorful ones that is named after some fantasy creatures or something like that. I cannot remember, but I cannot find these two in Singapore. As for their qualities, these are smooth and I would say it's pigmented for its price. What do I mean by it? If you want to compare Juvia's Space pigmentation, this cannot be compared to Juvia's Space. But this kind of pigmentation will be good for beginners when they just started to use eyeshadow palettes. It's buildable, so for those who just started, it will be more safe for you. Because if the pigmentation is too strong and you use it with a heavy hand, that's it. It will be very difficult to erase. And last year, I watched Call Me Laos. She was introducing this series, but I got two different colors from her. Packaging is really cute. This is Mermaid Eyeshadow. Box number 3, my shell is my castle. Very pastel color, isn't it? And this is slightly darker. This is the To the Moon and Back eyeshadow box for one way only. It doesn't really last on my eyes, so that's why I only use it like once or twice and then just dump it one side. Then I think just a few months ago I bought this because I saw good review for this. This is the Too Glam to Give a Damn Eye and Face palette. I find that the quality for the eyeshadow is just normal for me because now I've explored more brands. I prefer a more pigmented and intense texture. But this highlighter is wow, it's blinding. This is the Goldie Peach color. So if you want to go for this highlighter, then you may consider to get this palette. It's worth the price. Next will be this BH Cosmetic, the 6th edition, first 3 to go, 6 color eyeshadow palette. Actually, I didn't buy this. This is a free gift with purchase. Pigmentation is so-so, it's buildable, so I just use it once or twice and I just done with one side. And I'm very happy and surprised that this is a Japanese drugstore brand. It's can make and it's actually cruelty free. See, I told you dears, I just can't resist also the pinks and the berries eyeshadow. There are many colors available, and once I saw this color, I immediately grabbed this color. This is in number 14. There isn't any color name, so this is 14. And I reached home, I keep staring at it, then I realized this is the modern renaissance color. Again! Alright, that's all for the collection for my mini palettes, the trills, the quartz for the cruelty free section. So now let's proceed to the non-cruelty free section. Alright, as I mentioned, I bought all these non-cruelty free trills, palettes, quartz before I converted to cruelty free user. And some of these are as old as 2 decades. I basically keep them for memory's sake. These are really my very first few eyeshadow quartz. I do not even consider them as a palette because it's just too small. So since we ended with this handmade, which is a Japanese drugstore brand, let me continue with this Kate. It's also a drugstore Japanese brand. I think the mother's company is Kanebo, which is a very big brand in Japan. And this was like many years ago, I cannot remember when. The special thing about this quartz is the purple. It's a very sheer finish. So I find it very interesting, that's why I bought it. And for Kate quality, actually as a Japanese brand, the quality is buttery smooth and it's pigmented. All of these 3 little palettes or trills or quartz have already been discontinued. But I know that in 2017 or 18, this is a hit. I bought this. This is their foam aging. It has lots and lots of good reviews. I'm not so sure whether you just know this brand because a lot of you just are from the USA. This is quite a hit in Asia. Then comes this. This is Testimo, which is under the brand Shiseido. This is more than 10 years already. Memory. Okay, way before I converted into cruelty-free user, I especially love the Japanese brands because I love their glitters. They always comes with glittery eyeshadows. Although there is no change in smell and I don't see any mushrooms or moles growing, I just stopped using it. And I used to use this almost every day. Then, this is my antique. This, I think it's from Shiseido if I'm not wrong, or Kanebo. I always get these 2 brands mixed up. Okay, this is actually my second trills from them. The very first one I bought was the green one, which I already throw it away. And this is 2. For that green eyeshadow, that was my very first green eyeshadows palettes. Not palettes, trill. I've never experienced green and I thought that green is a very dramatic color. Who will use that? But once I applied that on the eye, I was surprised. The green, that kind of yellowish green, something like this kind of green, more to the yellow tone. Once I applied that on my eyes, I realized it actually complements my skin and it looks very natural because my skin is yellow base. And that's why it looks very natural on me. So just to emphasize, I'm not trying to encourage you dears to use products that is like 2 decades ago. No. Especially those that are moldy. I just again use it. Keep it for memory's sake. Don't follow me, ah. Still into Japanese brands, these are the 2 quartz from Daiso. I'm not so sure whether you have Daiso in your country. I assume so. These are only 2 Sing dollar. It's something like $3. So I think if it's converted to US dollar, it's maybe about $1 plus. I will definitely throw this away right after this video because from a far distance away, I can already smell the very strong crayon-y smell. Something to take note, dear. If the smell starts to change, you might want to throw your cosmetic away. So this is the natural brown. When it's fresh, the pigmentation is quite sure. You need to build up. Now that it has been with me for about maybe 2-3 years, all this has hardened. Cannot pick up at all. So definitely I will declutter that. And this is the purple. Now I think you dears will know that what is my favorite color. From drugstore also, Maybelline. Maybelline and L'Oreal used to be my favorite drugstore brand. And this quality is good as well. This is the Big Eyes. I think this is Japanese made. No, it's stated here made in China, but I think they only sell this in Japan and also in the Asia country. I'm not so sure whether US sell that. Next is this Anna Sui. I actually cannot open this. I cannot really show it to you because it's all shattered. This is blue, copper blue, and this is gold. This is actually a birthday gift from my dear friend. I hope she won't see this. I was shifting my house, then I dropped this on the floor and it shattered into pieces. And I cannot repress it because all the colors are mixed together. So, but I do not want to throw this because this is a gift. It has sentimental value. Then this is something from my sister-in-law, my brother's wife. I have many sister-in-laws. This is Dior. And also this is shattered. This is the 5 colors. And since it got shattered, I seldom use it. But I especially like the glittery color over here. Okay. That's all for my eyeshadow collection. Finally!
Yeah!
Okay, actually there's one more part which is the one, I will link it over somewhere here. I invited Lisa Zapata February for a steamboat and she was exploring some of my eyeshadow makeup. So that is actually the very first part. It's my part 1 of the part 1. So I will link that video somewhere here also. And yes, I just want to repeat again. Yes, would you like me to do the face makeup and also the lips makeup collection? Please comment in the comment section below, yeah? And last night, I was actually counting my palettes, and by palettes, I mean those that contains 5 colors and above. Those that are trios and quads are not considered. And I have reached 202 palettes.
Wow!
And 2 more new palettes are coming, which is the ABH Riviera and also the ColourPop Just My Luck, the green color palette. So that will make it into 204 palettes. I think I really went overboard, so I should cut down buying makeup. Somebody is complaining already. Alright dears, I really do not know what kind of values I'll bring to you sharing my makeup collection. I just do it because some of you dears requesting that. So I hope somehow or other it may help you in some way or another. I don't know how and what. I'll be doing the dedicated swatch and review videos that you dears requested. Alright, last but not least, Here's an inner beauty tip for us to be more beautiful and more wise. Judge nothing, you'll be happy. Forgive everything, you'll be happier. Love everything, you will be happiest. And thank you so much for watching, dears. If you happen to like this video, consider to like, comment, subscribe, and click the bell notification button below. Thank you so much. May you, dears, have a peaceful, blissful, and joyful week ahead. See you next time. Bye!